How y'all doing today? My name's Ayin, and today's topic of discussion is going to be wrong time to enable with shared experience. Wrong time to enable with shared experience. Now, when I think about this, I'm thinking about when you're trying to relate to someone, especially when they're going through a difficult time in their life, and you're trying to empathize with them, and sometimes you may share experiences to let them know that you know where they're coming from. You have to be cautious of this. Me, myself, I'm a person that benefits from when a person shares a personal experience or something they may have went through, because I've always taken it up on myself to, if I can learn from someone else's experience so I don't have to bump my head up on something, then that's the best path for me. Because it's experience. You're avoiding pitfalls. I don't have to bump my head to know that whatever I'm bumping it against is hard, especially if you're telling me that. So when I'm thinking about experiences, I love hearing experiences. I think that they're awesome. I love to share experiences, especially if you can garner some sort of insight to help you through a situation. They're awesome. They're awesome. They're one of my favorite parts about talking to people. But there is a downside to it. When you're dealing with people who are self-seekers, people who have their own agendas, sometimes it can be a wrong time to share an experience with them. Giving you an example. If you have a person that nothing is going right in their life, and you've been in this person's life, and you see the constant mistakes and things that they make, they're really on a downward spiral, and it's their own doing, and the only way that they're going to get out of that spiral is they have to make some different choices. Well, if you know that you've enabled them in the past, and they've tugged on your heartstrings, or they've done this to others, the last thing that you want to do is get caught in that groove of doing that with them. This can be a point where sharing an experience with that type of person would be bad. Case in point, this person is going through a difficult time, and they're looking at, by any means, of obtaining funds to do something silly with it. This is something that they've gotten you to enable them doing in the past before, or they've gotten others to enable. And then as you're talking with them and you're trying to empathize with them, you know that you got your mind made up, and I'm not going to give them any money. This is be the 10th time, or I'm not going to get drawn into their shenanigans. And you tell them, yeah, I really hate to hear that happened with the kids. What do you think the first thing that they're going to jump to on, if that's a situation that they're going through? Oh, well, the kids. That's right. Ayin has kids too. Yeah, he hates to hear that with the kids. Yeah, because kids they're gonna go without food. They're going hungry. They're gonna keep tugging at those heartstrings. So this is a situation where you sharing an experience with them, or showing some sort of concern for what might be tugging at your heartstrings, could work to their benefit and work against you. Sometimes we give people the keys on how to play us. Wrong time to be sharing any type of experience with them. That's the reason why I've mentioned in other videos, if you want to help people out, get them to realize things themselves. Don't get caught up. Don't become a gear in their mechanism of whatever's been going on. Don't get caught running the same loop of a race that they're running. Those aren't the times to share experience, especially if you had an ongoing relationship with them, and you know that you've been talking to them sincerely, you've been talking to them from the heart, and none of this has really worked, but somehow you found yourself drawn in and giving in whatever it is that they want. Stop it with the shared experience. They probably already got enough that they didn't learn about you to manipulate you. So what you can do is, it may be ruined from that person on, because in other words, what I'm saying is the cat is out the bag on everything that they know about you, but you can change on how you interact with them going forward. You can change on how you interact with new people that you recognize that act just like that going forward, so they don't have a leg up on you. So those are the times where I would keep my experiences to myself. Some people only want to know you so they can know how to play you. And you have to be aware of these people. So just be aware of the connections that people are trying to share with you, to know on when you're not wasting valuable nuggets of information on somebody that is just in the wind. So choose your words wisely. Be cognizant of what's going on around you, and just think about you first before others. Because like I said in other videos, a healthier you is healthier you for other people. So that's all that I'm saying. In the meantime, check out a book I've written. I Ain't Kilimanjaro's The Arithmetic of Family Communication. I'll leave a link in the description box. You can get the book in paperback or an ebook copy. And one of the things that I do talk about in that book, it's set up on having loving relationships with your mother, father, sister, and brother. But it starts out with you, and the book ends talking about you having a healthy self-reflection on you, where you've come from, these connections that you've had with people, and it lets you know, and dealing with these loved ones and your siblings, because they're the first step into you having friendships out in the world. You get to learn a lot about these people. You know how to avoid pitfalls and whatnot. So this is something similar in knowing when to speak up and when to be quiet. It's the same thing with the topic of this video, knowing when to share experience and when not to. So you get a vibe on when you should smash down on the gas, when you should hit the brake, or when you shouldn't do anything. Sometimes the best move to make is not make a move. So think about that when you're dealing with others. In the meantime, I'm Ayin. Stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. Until next time, you have a good one.